The popularity of Jungkook BTS is no doubt. Like recently, Jungkook BTS was successful with his solo song that sold out in the market. Re-incised various records with his solo song. Monday, November 13, 2023, it was reported that Jungkook BTS managed to occupy the most prestigious chart in the world. Jungkook BTS managed to occupy second place on the US Billboard album chart. The first position of the album chart was occupied by singer Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version, which topped the album chart for the second week in a row. Jungkook's Golden debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 with sales equivalent to 210,200 copies. The Billboard 200 ranking is calculated by adding the traditional album sales score, CA, streaming equal albums, TA, track equal albums, the number of digital music streams and downloads turned into album sales. Golden's physical album sales of 164,800 copies made it the best-selling physical album for the week. There were 29,800 C units and 15,600 T units. With this, Jungkook managed to achieve the highest album sales record by a K-pop solo artist in the United States in the first week of release. He also became the first K-pop solo to sell more than 200,000 copies of an album in the first week of release in South Korea. After the news was released, nets gave mixed reactions and several comments. They were surprised by Jungkook's popularity overseas for reaching such a high position and breaking a new historical record as a South Korean solo singer. They also mentioned the name of famous US singer Taylor Swift, saying Jungkook might be able to top Taylor Swift. Here are some of Nets' comments after seeing BTS Golden. Jungkook's second place on the Billboard 200 and first place as a K-pop solo singer in history. This is truly the best sales of all time and the most streams of all time. It's really great. If it wasn't for Taylor, it would still be number 1. It's a bit disappointing that he came in second place despite his strong opponent and large sales volume. But he did really well. Jungkook and the fans all did well. Oh, America didn't sell many albums. His album sold 200,000 copies, but he is the one soloist in K-pop history. Congratulations, Jungkook. You did well on a tight chart. If it wasn't for Taylor, he would have been good enough for first place. Even though he sold 100,000 units, he ranked first, matching Taylor Swift. It's a shame, but 200,000 units is amazing. Both sales streams are good, but Taylor is a big wall. Congratulations on second place. American Army is also impressive. Jungkook must be very popular, haha. It's amazing that you and Taylor are so close. It's a pity that the ranking is against the tough one. Let's fight for first place for the next album. On the other hand, Jungkook BTS continues to show his great popularity as a celebrity, especially after making his solo debut recently. As expected of Jungkook BTS, his 4 songs are predicted to break through and hit the Billboard Hot 100. Previously, Jungkook BTS, through solo songs, as well as groups and collaborations, have been very often in and out of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. While the 4 songs this week predicted to enter the Billboard Hot 100 are Standing Next to You, 7, 3D, and Too Much. Standing Next to You is a Jungkook BTS song that is predicted to occupy the 5th position of the Billboard Hot 100 this week. The song is relatively new to debut on the Billboard Hot 100 compared to Jungkook's other 3 songs. 7 debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 in July 2023 and managed to reach the top spot. The song's existence continues, and this week is predicted to take 52nd place. Following Standing Next to You and 7, another Jungkook BTS song in collaboration with Jack Harlow. 3D also secured a spot on the Billboard Hot 100 this week. 3D is predicted to perch at 59th place after surviving for approximately 6 weeks since its debut on the Billboard Hot 100. While the last song that will join the other 3 Jungkook BTS songs is Too Much. Too Much, which is a collaboration with the Kid Laroi and Central C, is predicted to rank 83rd. This prediction also received various positive responses among netizens and fans. Netizens even praised Jungkook BTS for easily entering the Billboard Hot 100 with his songs. Various comments also came to this prediction. While other pop groups struggled to enter the chart, Jungkook seized his moment. That's an impressive achievement. JK is a global pop star with radio airplay. Only he can do it. When other artists struggle to enter the Billboard chart, Jungkook made it with his 4 songs, which is really impressive. I'm so proud of him. Jungkook with Billboard Hot 100 over 3 songs in 1 week. What a legend! Other groups couldn't even debut on the Hot 100. Jungkook was able to compete alone with songs from the West and 70 Meters Radio, for goodness sake. Jungkook made history, and other netizen comments. On the other hand, BTS Jungkook recently surprised fans by performing at New York's TSX Stage Times Square. Jungkook's 30-minute performance at TSX Stage Times Square managed to amaze fans and local people. Of course, Jungkook's performance in Times Square was one of the news stories that the US news media wanted to cover. An OP shared some photos of US news media broadcasting the event live. Nets who saw the picture of the OP's post was surprised and gave a variety of reactions and comments. The post shows one of the US news channels, Newscopter 7, covering Jungkook's performance live. Because Jungkook's performance at TSX Stage Times Square was announced 30 minutes before the show started, the news anchor reported Jungkook's performance at TSX Stage Times Square live using a helicopter. After seeing the photo, Nets was surprised and amazed, saying that the media was very sincere in broadcasting news about Jungkook. Here are some of Nets' comments on seeing foreign media covering news about BTS and its members. This proves his popularity. It was broadcast all over America, and the locals watched it. They used the helicopter to report on Korean singers in the US. Jungkook's class is different. BTS level is different. It's only been a week since the album was released and local fans are already singing the songs. Jungkook went crazy on the Times Square stage. He's a true superstar. He's becoming a legend. I feel like I'm hearing news about American singers, not Korean singers. Jungkook is really very cool. Wow, cool and amazing. He's still young, but it's touching. Bang Si-hyuk struggled under a pile of debt, but Bangtan succeeded, and his assets are currently over 4 trillion won. If you look at Bangtan, they are really cool guys. Wow, what an amazing Jungkook. Guys, our motivation today is, when a person has a foundation of self-love, they are better able to face challenges, maintain mental well-being, and build healthy relationships with others. When we start to focus on ourselves, take good care of ourselves, and accept our strengths and weaknesses, our lives become more colorful. When people feel valuable and worthwhile, they tend to be more passionate about pursuing their dreams and achieving success. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.